Welcome to my Psychic Connection. I'm Energy, the metaphysical crone, and I am here once again to spill the tea for the coming week just for you. So let's have a look in the teacup and see what the tea leaves have to say. Now, this is a really interesting cup because, as you can see, most of it is quite empty. We have such a conglomeration, there's my big word for the day, a conglomeration of tea leaves here, and there are lots of people in here as well as an animal or two. So the first thing that I'm drawn to is down here. Now, there are two people that I see in here. First of all, we've got a young woman, and she looks like she's carefully balancing, walking on a trapeze so that she doesn't fall. And I was just chatting to Journey before we were doing Spilling the Tea, and he saw a warrior in there, and I can see that, holding up a hatchet. And so when we look at the combined meaning of these figures over the mirror, this is saying it's time to take a good look at yourself. It is time to look at the light and shadow that you have within you. It can be hard to look at the shadow. It can be hard to look at where we need to be a warrior in life and where we need to chip away at some of those negative qualities that we may have. And then the other side of the coin is the beautiful young woman who is trying to balance on the trapeze. And I feel for this coming week, how do you set your balances? How do you set your boundaries so that you don't have to be so cautious and you can walk forward? And I see you bringing in some of that warrior energy to balance out the delicate nature of the young woman who is balancing. So a week to look in the mirror and look at those aspects of yourself and see how you can blend them. Now, as we come around a little bit further, I see another tall figure here in long robes. This could be a royal figure. It could be a monk. It could be someone of power. And if I move the tea leaves, it is sitting under the moon. So this is also saying that this is a week where you need to stand tall, where you need to show where you are powerful. You need to show your strengths. And like our little lady, not be too cautious about walking that fine line, instead becoming the powerful warrior. Then as we look further into the teacup, here I'm kind of seeing what looks like an open bird's beak. And when we go down here, under here, we've got the dog. And this is about friendship, loyalty, companionship. And so I kind of feel you've got to be careful about friends. They might have a bit of a mood on them this week, and they might be a little bit bitey. They might be a little bit too direct with you. So just be careful of that, because I really see this week looking more at where you need to go within yourself, looking inward rather than outward, and not being overwhelmed by other people's opinions, other people's judgments, shall we say. And then if I come up here to the moon, I'm seeing here, this looks like, I moved the leaves, but it was looking like a donkey to me before. And this is saying emotionally, whilst you want to be strong and stand your ground, but don't be overly stubborn. Don't hold on to old thoughts, old values, old opinions that are perhaps going to be out of date for you. That is really important. Let's add a few charms into the life wheel saucer and see what we have for you there. And we've got a couple of charms. We've got the charm for the sign of Virgo. So this is saying the little things are going to be big things this week. So tread carefully around that. Don't fob things off that seem inconsequential or small, because it is time to focus on them with the clock. And with the ladybird, how about bringing some joy back into your week and just allowing yourself a little bit of time out for fun as well? So overall, it is going to be a week of self-reflection, looking at the light, looking at the shadow, not letting other people's opinions and judgments overwhelm you, and just bringing in that little bit of joy, looking after the little things. I do hope you find that to be of help. And don't forget, we have a heap of content here on YouTube. Shows every day with our live shows, that's 4 days a week, but also our other content with our shorts as well. So don't miss out on those. And don't forget, to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss on any of the messages. Until next time, many blessings.
Now what's this